it's a lot of fun to see kind of the grassroots of football and all the excitement that's surrounding it. I know, you know, it hasn't really been something like this in place for a while. We can get together and have some fun, so it's nice to see this come out. What I do want to do is I want to introduce some of my friends that I brought out first. So I do coach at Laurier. I brought a few friends. The biggest of the group, though, the biggest and the strongest of the group is a little scared of talking. So Luke Brubaker, put your hand up. He's not going to talk, but you can go up to him after and talk. Maybe, you know, coach him a little bit into public speaking, but we'll work on it. The first one I want to bring up is the free safety at Laurier Football. This man is one of the best leaders that I've been around. Right, whether it's Laurier, any one of my teammates, he's really developed into this good leader. So I want him to be able to come up so some of the kids can hear him talk, you know, kind of what's important to him, and give a little bit of insight. So, Nico McCarthy.
Thank you for having me out. It's a great place. It's a great organization you guys got going on. Shout out to Coach Daly. Coach Daly's one of the best coaches I ever had. And whether it's through the constant film study after or during practice, I can't thank him enough for what he's done for me. Quickly, I just want to talk to you kids about adversity. At the age you're playing right now, it's the best years of your life. You're going to be playing football with all of your friends, day in and day out, you're going to have fun. As you grow up, though, the expectations from your coaches and your players will, expectations from your coaches and your parents will increase. As they increase, this is when you have to start growing up as a man, and you got to look back on these times as a young kid where you had fun and persevere through. Adversity is when you face challenges, and challenges will only increase as you get older, and it's good to know the grassroots of where you came from, and remember why you keep playing. Thank you for having me up here, and I'll give the mic back to Coach.
All right, so the second person I want to introduce was actually the Ontario MVP, and unfortunately got a little bit robbed of the national MVP, but put together an absolutely incredible season. For those that know football well, 75% completion without missing a game, all season long. We'll put up over 3,000 yards, a ton of touchdowns. Sorry, Taylor, don't know the stats off the top of my head, buddy, sorry. But the best player in Ontario and in Canada is Taylor Elgersma.
I appreciate you guys having me on. I won't take too much of your time, but what I just kind of want to talk about for you young guys is about keeping football fun. As you guys get older, there's going to be a lot more requirements of you when you guys play football. There's going to be a lot more intensity. There's going to be a lot more pressure on you guys when you're out there taking snaps. And just make sure every single time you step on that field, you enjoy it. Football is something that I fell in love with in high school, and you guys are obviously playing it at a younger age than I was, so you're starting off better than I did. But make sure you really enjoy every single snap, and that doesn't only mean on game days. Fall in love with the process, fall in love with practice, fall in love with training on your own. Being out there with your teammates is a special thing, and being able to be here with my teammates and my coaches is a blessing, and we have a really awesome culture and team over here at Laurier, and I know that this organization has that as well. So take advantage of every single minute you're out there on the field, enjoy it with your guys. Football doesn't last forever, and some of you guys are going to be blessed enough to go play at the next level. Some of you guys will continue on and have long careers, but football isn't something that lasts forever. So make sure you take advantage of every single time you get on the field and really enjoy it. So thank you guys for having me.
So then finally, I'll finish it off just a little bit, and we'll get back to the awards because it's a lot of fun watching this and seeing people get recognized. The biggest thing, guys, that I want to talk about, right, is Taylor touched on it. Keeping this sport fun and enjoyable is the only way you're going to play as long as you want to have the greatest time playing, right? You got to make sure that you keep this fun, because no matter what level you get to, if you're not having fun, might as well not play, right? You might as well go find something else that'll be enjoyable, something you want to do. Right? So keep it as fun as possible. Second thing I want to make sure that you know is everything that surrounds this sport, all sports, anything you want to do, is grades. right? And the reason I brought some of these university football players here is because school matters a lot, right? We've seen it time in, time out, where some guys' football careers are cut a little bit short because of grades, right? You're not able to get what you want because maybe you let it slack in the class a little bit. Me personally, I almost lost football after my first year at university, right? Really hard to be able to come out of high school and then go into university, make it to every class while you're trying to play, while you're trying to be a student athlete. And I almost failed out. I almost lost football, and all of these opportunities to be able to get to meet these young men, right, to be able to come up here and talk to you guys, to be able to do what I have done in my football career, wouldn't have been there. All right, so the one thing I do want to make sure that I just drive home is, number one, always have fun with everything you're doing, okay? If you're not having fun with what you're doing, then move on to something else that's a little more fun. All right, because if you have fun with what you're doing, you're going to want to show up every single day and do it. Number two, make sure you keep those grades up, because that's going to open up a lot more doors for you than any other sports will. All right? So listen, I want to say thanks again for having us all out. Please, after everything's done, come up and talk to us, ask us some questions, right? How fast we can run, right? How much Luke can bench press in his prime, right? Stuff like that. Come up and ask anything you want. We can't wait to talk to you guys. Enjoy the rest of the night.